What's up, guys? Melinoe from Hades. Melinoe. Hope I'm saying that right. That's a Patreon request from Hector Chavez over on Patreon. So I think these are like video game characters, I think. He requested 2 of these characters. This is the second one. So let's go. Landscape page, pencil eraser, hit pause if I go too fast. Center point of my page about here. Head is in top half, right? I wanted to fit in her like bone-like hand. Well, it's like glowing green. And I think you can see bones in there. Anyway, so center point here, come up over to the right, start with the right. Feminine eyes, eyelashes. So we go diagonal, across, and it kind of flicks up the end. Bottom eyelash line comes down across here. General shape for her eye, right? Now you want to build it out. So you want to like add eyelashes and thicken up some of the lines, right? So we got like a thicker top eyelash line, like with some eyelashes at the end and some coming down here and on the bottom here as well. Now you can, there's lots of different ways to do eyelashes. This is like the easiest, just like these little triangles and stuff on the bottom, right? So iris, this is the red eye, the black and red eye. See, she's looking up, she's frowning pretty heavy. So you have a half circle coming down from the top eyelid. And then red circle inside, like so. And then her frowning eyebrow, just this sort of tick up, touches the top eyelid and curves down. So she looks real serious, okay? You want to add a space to color in. So from this point, you just go across and then down towards the nose, like so. So we're just going to add a bit of an eyelid line coming across the top of her eye there, and maybe something coming down there. So we come over and do the same thing over this side. We're about eye width over, so we're in like standard human proportion. So you measure her eye, fits in between both of her eyes, and you just do the same thing again. Diagonal, up and over, flick out the end, and then we go down and across in towards her tear duct, general shape, and then we build it out. Okay, so we start thickening up lines and then eyelashes in the corner. And then the eyelashes down along here, these little triangles. Like so. Iris then, this is her green eye, so you do that half circle coming around here, and then the pupil, like so. Now her pupils aren't black, well on this side it's not, this one is, right? So you color this one dark. And then the eyebrow again, frowning, ticks, goes this way, touches her eyelid line up, like so. And then we bring it in, down to there. Bit of an eyelid line just coming across the top of her eye, like so. So for her nose, we can just see sort of nostrils here. And her mouth. Her mouth is kind of open, right? So she's got these sort of, just underneath the inside of her iris here is where it starts, right? So we go up, over, got a bit of a gap, and then it goes down, like so, right? So it's like, and then her bottom, dip open like this, right? And we have got kind of dimples here, right? So unusual shaped mouth now. But what we'll do is we'll draw in her top lip and bottom lip. So we go up, down in the center, back up, and down to there. Okay, and then her bottom lip, green lipstick on, comes across up to there. Okay, and there's a bit of a shadow like underneath her bottom lip there. So her chin, relatively pointy, just here, right? Proportion of the human face. So eye to nostrils, she's looking straight forward, right? So eye to nostrils is about the same as nostrils to chin. So that space and that space are about the same length vertically. So that and that are the same. And then nostrils to bottom lip, both the center of the bottom lip is the same as bottom lip to chin. They're the same distance vertically. So that's your halfway point between here and here. And that's your halfway point between there and there. Proportion of the human face when they're just looking forward. So jaw then. Up that way, right? You're stopping sort of underneath the corner of her eye. In this instance, you could go mouth level. Hers is lower for some reason, but you know, in cartoons and stuff, people draw them differently. You could go higher if you wanted there. Depends on how narrow you want her face. We're just going to stop sort of bottom lip level, underneath the corner, just the inside of her eye, like that. And then we go around, change our direction up the side of the face. Like so. Same thing on this side. Up the side of the face, all the way up to her sideburn, beside her ear. So that sideburn is just like this V shape here and here. Her eyes come, or her ears, should I say, come out from the sideburn. Here we're about in line with the eyebrow for the top of the ear, and the earlobe is about in line with the tip of her nose. And this one goes underneath hair. We can't see the top of it, but we'll go like this. We'll just leave a gap. And then ear lines inside. Lots of different ways of doing this now. Like that. So she has this crescent moon sort of shape. If you've like a compass or something circular to draw around, like something that's the right size, that's too big, like that you could draw around like a cup or anything to get your circle, feel free to use it. Professional artists use them all the time. So let's say we'll just carve it around here. Right? It's crescent moon, so it's spiky here and then goes around like that. And that's just like a silver disc, kind of Egyptian style. And then we have some hair that goes just across to her sideburn here. And then we have two flowers. Seems like it goes the whole way around her head. But we can only see some of it. So we'll do like a leaf here, like 4 or 5 of them. Kind of like this. And then another one here. See an extra one here. Like that. And then we have one that way, one that way. And then the top of her head comes up. Seems to like angle across, down, like so. And then we have like, they're not drawn in, but I'll draw them in. We've got like some, they're done with color, some texture lines just on the part for the middle of her hair. So I'll just draw them in. Right, and then her hair is kind of floating out from behind here. So it just goes down into there. There, they're kind of square on the end. Right, and then some on this side. And back in. And then it goes kind of behind her face here. This one goes behind her neck, so we got to draw in her neck. And her collar. Right, and then this side will go behind her neck. Okay, so collar on the other side, this sort of choker style collar around her neck. It's got like two spirals coming down around. There. Kind of an edge to it. It goes around the other side of her body. And her shoulder comes out this way. And we go down her arm. So the other side of her arm is like here. And she has a bicep, tricep. And then her forearm comes across her body like that. The other side of her wrist is about that width. She's female, so like not overly muscular, so quite thin wrists, and it gradually gets thicker down to her elbow. Here, right down the bottom of my page, you've got like just like some elbow lines and forearm lines there. So she's wearing all jewelry and stuff, but we'll just get the general shape before we add all that detail. So her hand, we'll do that coming up this way. So the back of your hand always joins your thumb. She's doing this kind of thing. So the back, your thumb joins your wrist on that side, and your little finger joins your wrist on that side, right? So thumb is here, comes out, up, and the real like pointy, sort of sharp nails on them, like that. And then this finger comes up. You got a knuckle that way, and there to a sharp nail up here, and then the tip of her finger comes around down like so, and then another knuckle here to her finger, to a sharp pointy nail down there, and then here. These ones are like tight together, so this one goes up to a knuckle around there, and then finger. This is the ring finger, and then the little finger just goes down this way. Down the side of her hand into the wrist. And you can put like knuckle lines and stuff if you want. So front of her body, so her chest just comes out from behind the little finger here, curves around there, down like so. And then her waist here down there, and I think we can see a little bit of her back just in there. So then her other trapezius comes down this way behind these fingers, down for her shoulder. So you can see now body's 3/4 pose, so like slightly turned away from us, down this way like that. So that's our body position, the main parts, right? So now we got to add her clothing and details like that. So we seem to have another half moon shape on her chest, right? So, but it comes out from behind the hand. So we just carve it around here to a point and then back around down like so. And then there's another little half moon shape here. Comes back to the point there. And this has a raised section line there. And then she seems to have a strap on her shoulder here. And her collarbone goes that way. And there seems to be like some black clothing here. And the black goes in this way on that side. And then she has brown top going this way. And a belt. And this belt seems to have a circular shape on it here. And then like edge lines and stuff. And then there's all fabric lines coming around her body here. Like so. And something else on her arm here. I think it's another sort of bracelet thing, maybe. Maybe it's higher up there. These are all sort of patterned lines on this. Like that. And then she's another bracelet on her arm. There. So that's her armpit. So then she should have like a line going that way, because that's her back and that's her chest starting to curve around that way. And then we have another sort of spiral lines here. And then, so the bone, there's bones in there, but they're not drawn in. They're like done with color. So if you want to add the bones, you do that with like green and sort of white. That's how to draw Melinoe, or Melinoe. I'm definitely not saying it right. Melinoe. It's got 2 dots over the E, so that's like changes the sound. Anyway, hope it's helpful. Thanks for the request. Head over to Patreon if you have specific requests like Hector. Thanks. What do I say at the end of it? Thanks for watching. I'm out of it today. Bye.